Joker Film Review Introduction. Hello friends, I have finally seen Joker today and I am excited to do a film review. The film is so interesting that I am calling it the film of the century. I am gonna tell you why I call this the film of the century, but before that, let's have some trivial chat.
Gotham's lost its way. What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded? Someone who hides behind a mask.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
About a year ago, I saw the trailer of Joker. I was really curious then to watch this film. Anyways, this film has so much to talk about that I can write a whole book about it. Though I'm going to discuss only few important points for the purposes of this film review. First point, rating. As far as rating is concerned, I would easily give it a 4 out of 4 stars. But 4 stars are not enough to justify it as a film of the century. Probably it can be called a great movie, but then there are many great movies out there, maybe even greater than this one. So greatness is also not the determining factor to call it the film of the century. My reason for calling it the film of the century is that it brings the global discourse of past 100 years to its logical conclusion. Second point, filmmaking. It is a fact that you take any random above average Hollywood film and you can be assured that technically it will be very good. Production values of this film are top notch. Direction is good, acting is superb, music is great, photography is first rate. Screenplay, editing, costume, etc. Everything is great. I couldn't notice any flaw. Moreover, the film is true to the medium of cinema as well as storytelling. I mean, even if the social commentary part of this film is removed, then also I would like this film. Aesthetically, it is beautiful, and additionally, we have a very accurate depiction of today's politics. Third point, politics. Firstly, the seeds of the politics of this film were present in The Dark Knight Rises, or even in The Dark Knight. But here, those themes have been amplified, crystallized, and unglorified. I mean, just think what Batman says in Dark Knight after Joker dies, but the Joker cannot win. Oh, come on. Isn't it a joke? The man is dead. He has already lost, and you are saying that he has won? Millions of people die every year out of poverty due to lack of health and education facilities, disease, etc. But worst of all, because of the systematic discrimination by the oppressive people, unjust governments, and prejudiced institutions. It's a natural warning, man. The inequalities in the society have risen to the level of disgust. Corruption is being legalized in ever newer forms. People are being brutally killed by religious bigots and fanatic nationalists. In such scenario, what can we hope for? Majority population is marginalized. Their voice doesn't count. In the name of merit, the system refuses to recognize merit. Money and muscle power are the determinants of justice. But we are incessantly glorifying our civilization. Where all these things will lead us, it's anybody's guess. There must sure be a limit to the expansion of capitalism. What will happen upon reaching that limit is anybody's guess. Fourth point, mythology. In Dark Knight, the myth of Joker was taken to new heights. I am a fan of Batman, but I did feel that Joker was some kind of enlightened being. In this film, Joker is not only an enlightened being, but he is also enlightening others. Mythology continues, and this time, the way this myth of Joker has been sculpted, Batman is sure gonna have hard time defeating him. There is a reason behind. Batman's myth is more like religious fanaticism, pseudo-nationalism, and false liberalism, abstract and shallow. Whereas Joker's myth is more like the issues of health, education, and redistribution, concrete and real. A kind of Maximin approach. Joker is definitely going to win. Joker is definitely going to win. Still, I know that people like Joker cannot win. Be it Johnny of Bombay Velvet or Fazal of Gangs of Wasseypur. They are destined to die like dogs and insects. Because the system is too powerful, corrupt, prejudiced. It is ironical. Big companies like Warner Bros. Make films like this for only profit motive. They also know that no matter how genuine the reasons are for a revolution, people won't go for a revolution. Even if they do, no revolution can become successful. Why? Because the system is too powerful. We have successfully converted democracy into an oligarchy. Think about Thomas Wayne. He is a businessman who becomes a politician. Now, who else is a businessman turned politician in the real world? Or the politicians who are working for the business class instead of the welfare of the people. It's the same everywhere. Criminals are holding the positions of respect and power. They are being called gods and goddesses. Warmongers and hate-mongers are being worshipped. We really need to question the whole idea of hero and villain. We really need to question the goodwill of the Wayne family. Fifth point, comedy. It seems that the idea of Joker has a natural association with comedy. But as such, I could neither see Joker as a comic character in Dark Knight, nor could I see in this film. Few scenes were funny where I laughed, but those scenes were not about comedy by Joker. One which I found funny was Robert De Niro's comedy about Joker.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they could do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
Second, I thought funny was the comedy about porn movies. But the audiences didn't laugh on these funny scenes. Rather, they laughed on scenes which were not funny. One reason for this anomaly, in my humble opinion, is that people are stupid. They are trapped in the gimmickry of Joker's character. In Dark Knight, Joker could be interpreted both ways. But this film didn't have the scope for multiple interpretations. People are carrying the burden of the gimmickry of that film while watching this film. Nevertheless, it was quite overwhelming to see people clap for Joker in the end. Perhaps there is something going on in their subconscious mind which resonates with Joker's life. They may not be consciously aware of such themes, but those themes are present in their mind. Conclusion. Conclusion is simple. just as Batman Begins was a great origin movie, likewise Joker is a great origin movie. Dedication. In the end, I would like to dedicate this movie review to my friends who laughed at me calling me Joker. They think I resemble Joker's character a lot, but I don't think they are really able to see the similarities. I hope that someday they will be able to see the Joker inside of me. That I am not crazy like Joker, but there is an element of Joker's myths in me. Perhaps that can be captured by ideas like justice and injustice. Therefore, I put forth the same questions to them which I have raised before. That we are economically well-off people, and we know that the system makes the rich richer, the poor poorer. In this situation, should we take advantage of the system or criticize it? That can we go beyond our narrow selfish interests and stand in support of the weak and marginalized people, regardless of their nationality, regardless of their religion, regardless of their caste, community, gender, or race? Did we ever fall in love with any principles? If so, shouldn't we stand up for those ideals and principles? I only want to ask questions. I don't have the answers myself.